Good morning, student. Earlier we started chapter number 4, linear equation in two variables. We just discussed the solution of linear equation by the graphical and also algebraic solution. Now let me solve some example from exercise number 4.3 as given here. So let exercise number 4.3. Given that question number 3, if the point 3 comma 4, 3 is x and 4 is y, lies on the graph of the equation 3y is equal to x plus 7, find the value of a. Now we know that if any point lies on the graph of the given equation, if any point lies on the graph of given equation, then it satisfies the equation. What? It satisfies the equation. That is, if we put the value of x and y from the coordinates of given point in the given equation, then we find the both the side are equal. So let we take x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 4 in the given equation. Then we get solution such that 3 comma 4 lies on 3y is equal to ax plus 7. Therefore, substituting 3 for x and 4 for y in the above equation, we have 3 into 4 is equal to a into 3 plus 7. Such that 3a plus 7 is equal to 12. Then 3a, we move 7 in this side, then we get 12 minus 7, that is 5. And hence a is equal to 5 by 3, which is required answer. Not that if there is given any point lies on the graph of given line, then it satisfies the given equation. That is, if we substitute the value of given point in the given linear line or any this equation, then we find the value of any unknown term is given here a. Now let example number 4, a taxi fare in a city is as follows. Now let's take for the first kilometer, what given? For the first kilometer, the fare is 8 rupees, rupees 8. And for the subsequent distance, it is rupees 5 per kilometer, 5 per kilometer. Taking the distance covered as x kilometer, taking the distance covered as x kilometer, and the total fare is rupees y, total fare is rupees y. Write a linear equation for this information and draw its graph. Now you are given that total distance is x kilometer and the total fare is rupees y. We know that here given that for the first kilometer he takes 8 rupees, first fare, first kilometer for he takes 8 rupees. That we have to here given that total distance is x kilometer. So first fare we have to subtract from x because x is total. For first fare x, that is 8 as and remaining distance will be x minus 1, and we multiply it with 5. So 8 plus x minus 1 into 5, and the total fare is rupees y. So such as we can find total fare. How can we total fare? Y is equal to first kilometer for we pay rupees 8. For first kilometer we pay rupees 8, and the total distance is x. So first kilometer is given here. So we have to subtract 1 kilometer from the total distance. We have to subtract 1 kilometer from the total distance, because subsequent distance, for the subsequent distance we are going to pay rupees 5. So we have to multiply the remaining kilometers with 5. Then we get total fare y is equal to 1 into 8 plus x minus 1 into 5, such as given equation, where x is in kilometer and y is in rupees. So the required equation is y is equal to 5. Take this part here. Y is equal to 5 into x minus 1 plus 8. Such equation given by here, x minus 1 plus 8. आपको पता चला ना इक्वेशन कैसे मिला है हमने, क्योंकि जो टोटल डिस्टेंस कितना है x किलोमीटर है, उसमें से 1 किलोमीटर के हमने कितने दिए 8 रुपये, तो वो 8 रुपये यहाँ पे आ गए 1 किलोमीटर के 8 रुपये। अब बाकी बचा जो किलोमीटर है, मीन्स x किलोमीटर में से 1 किलोमीटर हम क्या कर देंगे सब्सट्रैक्ट कर लेंगे, तो बाकी बचा जो किलोमीटर डिस्टेंस है उसको हम उसके लिए हमने कितना पे किया पर किलोमीटर 5 रुपीज़। सो वी हैव टू मल्टीप्लाई इट विथ 5, सो वी गेट x माइनस 1 इंटू 5 एंड जो टोटल फेयर है वो कितना है y रुपीज़। सो वी कैन फाइंड सच अ इक्वेशन y इज इक्वल टू 5 इंटू एक्स माइनस 1 plus 8. Now in this equation if we put x is equal to 1 randomly, by the inspection we take x is equal to 1. So what we get if you put x is equal to 1, then 1 minus 1 will be 0. What? 1 minus 1 will be 0, then y is equal to 8. Then what we get here? Y is equal to 8. What we get? Y is equal to 8. And we put x is equal to 2. Here x, not y. What we do here? Here we put x is equal to 2. Then we get y is equal to 5 plus 8, that is 13. So if we put x is equal to 1, then we get y is equal to 8. And we put x is equal to 2, then we get y is equal to 13. So we have the coordinates of the given point is 1, 8 and 2, 13, and it is required point to draw a line on the given graph. So let we draw a graph of given situation. So hence we can draw such a graph. As you can see here, on x-axis 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and on y-axis 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to 14 or more than that, and you can see that we can draw such a line as you can see here and write a line that we have drawn here, y is equal to 5 into x minus 1 plus 8. Then we get such a graph of given situation. Now let example number 8. In countries like USA and Canada, temperature is measured in Fahrenheit. As we know that the temperature is measured in Fahrenheit. Here in India, as we know that the temperature is measured in Celsius, or in some cities there is Fahrenheit. Whereas in countries like India, it is measured in Celsius. Here is a linear equation that converts Fahrenheit to the Celsius. Fahrenheit में से Celsius और Celsius में से Fahrenheit में convert करने के लिए इक्वेशन है Fahrenheit is equal to 9/5 into C plus 32. If you put the value of Celsius, then we get the value of Fahrenheit, and it is linear equation. Now we are going to solve some problem given related to this equation. First, given that draw the graph of linear equation above using Celsius for x-axis and Fahrenheit for y-axis. We take Celsius on x-axis and Fahrenheit on y-axis. For the solution, we put just value of C and we can find the value of F. Now we are going to take the value of C in such a way that we can find the value of F in integer. So that for C we take 0, then we get Fahrenheit 32. Think that not if 0 degree Celsius is equal to 32 Fahrenheit. If you put 5, if you here put 5, then 5 will be cancelled, and 32 plus 9, that is 41. If you put C is equal to 10, then 5/2, 9 into 2, 18, 18, 18, 32, that is 50. Now we are going to put Celsius on x-axis. So here the figure of x-axis is 0, 5 and 10. So we can take the 1 centimeter is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 as well as, but here Fahrenheit given in tens. Here you can see that in tens, 32, 41, 50. So we have to take 1 centimeter on y-axis is equal to 10, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 as well as. So we can draw and a graph as given here. So such a graph that we can find here. Celsius, we take 1 centimeter is equal to 5 centimeter, 5 degree Celsius. What? 1 centimeter on x-axis is equal to, just let write as here, 1 on x-axis, 1 centimeter is equal to 5 degree Celsius. What we take? 1 centimeter on x-axis is equal to 5 degree Celsius. Here you can see that. Then 5, 10, 15, 20 and 50, 25 on x-axis, as well as on y-axis we have taken 1 centimeter is equal to 10 Fahrenheit. What is it? 1 centimeter is equal to 10 Fahrenheit. 10, 20, 10, 30, 40, 60 and 60. Such as you draw the line by putting these points. These are the coordinates: 0, 32, 5, 41 and 10, 50. These are 3 coordinates that we put, that we describe on or represent on the graph. Then we find such a line as you can see here. So such a graph is drawn for the given equation. Now let's solve some examples. Next problem is, if the temperature is 30 degrees Celsius, what is the temperature in Fahrenheit? Just put the value in the given equation. Then we get the solution for 30 degrees Celsius. Corresponding Fahrenheit temperature is 86 degree Fahrenheit. Problem third, if the temperature is 95 Fahrenheit, what is the temperature in Celsius? Just put the value in the equation. Then you get, for F is equal to 95, then F is equal to 95 is equal to 9 upon 5 into C plus 32. Now then we get 9 upon 5 C equal to 95. Let we move 32 in this here. Then we 95 minus 32, that is equal to 63. So that now we just move this part here. Then 9 will be in denominator and 5 will be in numerator. Then 5 by 9 is into 63. Then we get Celsius 35 degrees Celsius. When the temperature 95 Fahrenheit, then the corresponding temperature of Celsius is 35 degree Celsius. If the temperature is 0 degrees Celsius, what is the temperature in Fahrenheit? And if the temperature is 0 Fahrenheit, what is the temperature in Celsius? Alternatively, we can find, just put the value in the given equation. C is equal to 0 degree. Then you can find F is equal to 9 by 5 into 0. This part will be 0, then 32 Fahrenheit. And if you put F is equal to 0, then you can find 0 is equal to 9 by 5, C into C is equal to plus 32. Just move 32 on LHS, then you can find C is equal to minus 32 into 5 by 9. Then you can find 160 by 9 is equal to minus 70.8 degrees Celsius approximately. So when you put when the 0 degrees Celsius, then the Fahrenheit it is 32, and when the temperature is 0 degree Fahrenheit, then this in the Celsius it minus 70.8 degrees Celsius. Now last problem, is there a temperature which is numerically the same in the both Fahrenheit and Celsius? If yes, then find it. Let me solve it. Let F is equal to x and C is equal to x. Because here we are going to find a temperature for a similar temperature for both the temperatures, both the unit. So we just take F is equal to C, or we take F is equal to x and C is equal to x is given here. Then x is equal to 9 by 5x plus 32. Then we get x is equal to minus 9 by 5x is equal to 32. Then we just remove, just we take common term x, 1 minus 9 by 5 is equal to 32. Then we get x into in bracket minus 4 by 5 is equal to 32. Then we get x is equal to minus 32 into 5 by 4 is equal to minus 40 degrees Celsius. So that minus 40 degrees Celsius and minus 40 degree Fahrenheit are equal temperature at a time. If you put 40 degrees Celsius, then you can find 40 degree Fahrenheit, minus 40 degree Fahrenheit, and if you put minus 40 degree Fahrenheit, then you can find minus 40 degree Celsius. So both for these both value are equal. Now let us solve some example from exercise number 4.3. Given that example number 2, 6 and 7 as well as you can find it